YouTube, how we doing? How are we doing? Another good weekend, another great week in the books. I hope you all had a great week and have had a great weekend. But we're back at it again with another chatting. So let's chat. This week, I was thinking about kind of my Twitch channel and the community that we've started to build up and that has been around and interacting and all of these things. Because when you start doing something content oriented, whether it's streaming, whether it's YouTube videos, whether it's short form, reels, TikToks, you're going to start to accumulate people that are enjoying your stuff or interested in what you're putting out. And especially on like the streaming or YouTube side, you're going to build up like a small community of people that are interacting with your stuff on like a daily or weekly basis. And sometimes those kind of people will rotate in and rotate out, but you'll have the few and far between that'll just stick through and always be there. No matter what it is you're posting or playing or doing or streaming, they're going to be there and enjoy your content for you. And that's kind of like the dream of a streamer, a content creator, like whatever it is. The ideal goal is for them to be there for you and whatever you're doing versus you playing only this game or only posting these type of videos or this type of content or with these people or those people. Like, the best people that you can have in your community are just there for you. And I feel like the best way to find those people and to get those people is to chase your passion. Chase what it is that makes you most excited about life, whether it's a certain game you want to play or a certain way you want to be or the music you're interested in or the way you dress or whatever it is. If you are pursuing like your highest degree of passion, you're going to be surrounded by people that truly enjoy and love you for the truest sense of yourself. Because life can be very lonely at times. I know if you've lived long enough, you've been through a period of time in your life where you feel very lonely or isolated from other people. And I think that's just a natural feeling that humans have, because I feel like there's something innate in us that knows that we're supposed to be together or that we're in this life to be together. And I kind of touched on this a little bit back in my last chatting, but I kind of want to expound upon like just this in a sense, because we have like a need for social activity and social connection and interaction with others. Like one of the leading causes of like, not leading causes, but leading like factors of depression is just like an isolation from everyone and feeling like nobody understands you, so you're not going to hang out with anybody, so then you're just alone and ruminating in like the sadness or depression that you're in because like there's no outlet. You're not experiencing it with anybody, you're not expressing it in any way, you're just like living in it, being in it, and sitting in it. And the need for social activity is so deep in social interaction that I was in a social psychology class my freshman year of college, when I was majoring in psychology, that we went over a case study of, okay, so basically they ran a case study where they ran brain scans on somebody who had been, or like a group of people who had been isolated from their community or their tribe, and their brain scans showed that they were experiencing pain on a level worse than torture because of the social isolation from their tribe that they had experienced and like are still experiencing. So all of that to say that like us being isolated from our community, our family, our friends, our people is like as painful and as like damaging to us and ourselves as like physical torture and pain would be. So just to put like this need into perspective a little bit more, like this is a very serious thing. So how do we go about getting our people, getting our friends, getting our community, our tribe? Like, because we all have like a need to be together, to be accepted, to be appreciated or needed or wanted by other people. Whether you're aware of it or not, like it's a subconscious driving factor for us because of this like social like the way our brain is wired socially. Like, we have this need. And if we aren't wise or conscious to it, like, we can be driven by this need our entire life. And like, some people go through their whole life living out their life and every action and decision they made based on them being accepted, appreciated, wanted, or needed by other people. And whether it was like making a joke at somebody else's expense just so the group could make a laugh at what I said and make me feel a little bit better, whether it's like putting somebody else down just to bring me up and feel better socially, whether it's throwing what you would want to really, like what you would really want to do on a Saturday night, just to go out and go with your friends and go drink or do whatever because like you have a fear of missing out, or you feel like they're not gonna appreciate you as much if you're not around as much, and so you throw everything to the sidelines just to please those people. And these are things that are always occurring, but we're never really thinking about. And the more that we think about them, the more that we can understand like our way of being, the more we can understand like how we're spending our time, our energy, and the better we can be about chasing our passion, maintaining your energy, and not wasting your time in general. Because like I said, some people will do this their whole life and never notice it. But we're all driven by something. You're either driven by like a dream, a fantasy of a life that you want to live, a place that you want to be in life, a type of job you want to have. Whatever your dream is for your life, that can drive you, whether it's a desire for this or that, or a need, like the need to feel loved, the need to feel accepted, the need to feel appreciated, like the need to feel useful in society or in social situations and other like connections with people. But something is going to be driving you in your life, whether you're aware of it or not, like something is driving you. And so the message I wanted to put out today was just let your dreams drive you. Like, don't spend all your time and energy dreaming up the perfect reality for your future, but seriously spend some time in meditation, in prayer, and thought, and thinking of just, what do I want for this life? What do I want out of it? What do I want to leave behind if, God forbid, I'm taken from this life at any point? Like, who do I want to be remembered as? How do I want people to perceive me? All of these things are very important. And I want to stress the importance of not putting too much energy into them, because you can spend all day dreaming up this and that and this and that, but you have to find the balance of actually living it out and trying to become that, bettering yourself in every way, like whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually, so that you can be that, with also thinking about and meditating and praying on these dreams and this vision for your life. Because this life does a really good job of like beating us down into not creatively expressing, into not asking questions and contemplating things to a further degree, into not living out our deepest dreams, desires, and passions, and just going to school, saying yes, answering the question, like repeating, like word vomiting whatever you've been told onto a test so that they can tell you you're right and say, good job, you're smart. Like, this world does a really good job of just getting people through school, telling them they need to either go to college or just go and get a job, get a family, buy a house, have some kids, and then retire at 65, 70 and live 10 to 15 years, or maybe not even that long for some people, in retirement, and that's their life. But like, it seems like such a dismal view of life, and so many people I've seen throughout my life have just not lived out their highest passions, their highest dreams, their highest wants throughout their life because of this, that, and the other. Whether it's they had a kid and they put everything they had to into their kid because that's good parenting. Like, if you have a child, you should be sacrificing your life for that child. But even if you don't, it's whether it's your career, that somebody's just chasing after the career. That's all they can think about. All their time, money, and energy is spent on advancing this career, and they never feel any fulfillment from it. Chase your passions. Chase your dreams. Everybody says it, and it sounds cliche, and when you don't believe it, you say, oh, whatever. But you can be anything you want in this life. You can do anything you want in this life. And you may throw a limitation at me like, oh, I can't this or I can't that. And there are some reasons in some situations and scenarios where people literally can't do X, Y, and Z. And that's a different situation. But I'm talking about chasing the things that make you most excited about life every day. Whether it's playing video games, whether it's going on a walk in a park, whether it's playing with your dog, or like drawing, being creative, like whether it's working out, like do what you find most exciting in your life, and you will find and surround yourself with the people that are meant to be with you. You'll find your community and your people that truly love and care about you more than anything, because if you are living out your passion and dreams every day, people are going to see that. People are going to understand that and recognize that, and they're either going to want to be like that, they're going to want to know why you are living the way you are, and then there's going to be a certain small section of people that'll see what you're doing, and it'll make them reflect on themselves and think, am I living out my highest dreams, passions, and desires? Am I chasing dreams of my future that I've been dreaming of my entire life? And if they're not, it's going to give them a negative self-perspective on themselves. It's going to cause cognitive dissonance within themselves. And it's going to either consciously or subconsciously make them feel some negative way towards you. And that's okay. That is so okay. Whether it's somebody that you've been friends with your entire life, or just some random coworker that you're telling about this dream, passion, or creative pursuit, and they're just like, oh, like, why would you do that? You know, because they could never see themselves doing that. Or maybe they've wanted to do that before, like, oh, you talked to a coworker about this new drawing you just made because you just got back into drawing, and they say some negative things about it because they tried drawing at some point in their life and it didn't go the way they expected, and now that's being thrown back in their face by somebody that's able to draw, or even wanting to draw in a sense, because it's just a reflection of their lack of. And that's so okay. Like, that is just a part of a process as much as finding the people that are truly meant for you as part of a process. Because when you're living out your highest passions and highest dreams, you're going to polarize. People are either going to love you for what you do, or they're going to feel negatively towards you because you're doing something that they aren't doing, they won't do, or they tried to do and they're no longer doing. And don't let that discourage you. Put your focus and time and energy into those who are there for you positively, because those people that are there for you and showing support and love for you in your dreams and your passions are the people you want around the rest of your life. Those are the people that you can tell bad news to, and they'll say, oh, I'm so sorry about that. I hate that for you. We're going to get through this together. Maybe they'll give you a way or some little inclination towards a positive outlook in that aspect. They're not going to tell you something worse that happened to them, or that they have it worse. Those are the people that you can tell exciting news to, and they're going to cheer for you and clap for you. And they're not going to sit back and think of how they're less than, or how they wish that they hit this goal or marker that you just hit. But they're going to cheer for you and be excited for you because they want the best for you. So finding those people will drown out the loneliness that this life can cause. Chase your dreams, chase your passions, do what you find most exciting in this life above all else. It's going to be lonely. It's going to be polarizing. People are going to feel some kind of way about you because you're doing something. If you were sitting back on the sidelines, working some 9-to-5 job, going home, making dinner, throwing on the TV and watching some show and repeating every day for the rest of your life, that's not going to polarize anybody. People are maybe happy for you if you have a good job and you know you're happy or you're doing something cool, but it's never going to fulfill you, and it's never going to polarize people in this life. And you want to talk about the most influential people that have lived throughout this life are polarizing figures. So do something polarizing. Do something against the grain. Don't just listen to what everybody wants to do. Don't live your life trying to get people to like you, trying to get people to say that you're cool, or get them to laugh to make you feel better. Like, focus on you, your dreams, your passions, and the future you want for your life. Live it. Live it every day. Work towards it. You're either working towards it or you're working away from it. There's no stagnation in this life. You can expound this upon any aspect of your life, whether it's the gym, spirituality, knowledge gaining, chasing your dreams. If you're not working towards it, you're working away from it. So work towards your dreams in a small sense today. Last thing I'll say, there's a philosophy. I don't know if it's Chinese or Tibetan, or if it's neither of those and I just don't know, but it's called the Kaizen philosophy. The philosophy is get 1% better every day. at whatever it is. You like drawing, get 1% better at drawing today. You like gaming, etc. The gym, reading, learning, writing, whatever it is that you are passionate about and that you love and that you dream about and think about all your time that you want to do, just worry about being 1% better at that. If you can be 1% better than you were yesterday, you'll be towards your dreams in no time. It'll take 100 days for you to be 100% better at what you were doing. But chase it every day, live it every day, and get 1% better at it every day. I love you all. Thank you for everything. Thank you for listening if you made it through this far of a yap session. But if you have, I want you to know that I'm here for you. I care about you. Come through, say what's up on any channel I'm on or anywhere you can find me. I will spread some love and some peace to you, and I hope you do the same. Thank you for being here. I'll see you soon. Much love, much peace. We out.